Practice. Good evening, James Bond friends. I am shocked and appalled. To Calvin Dyson. To Calvin Dyson. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No. To Joe Darlington. To Joe Darlington. Sacre bleu, pardon, monsieur, but today. No, to James Bond complex mixed with a little French James Bond club. No, it's not going to work. Distance and delays make the heart grow bonder. Now, to AJ Chowdhury. Hello, David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience. Welcome back. Well, listen, this is no surprise. This is no shock. The only thing more shocking about a new delay for No Time to Die in the environment and the situation that we're in is if we had not received a delay for No Time to Die. So this is kind of, I don't want to call it welcoming news, but it is news that we were all expecting. Tell you what, let's call it expecting news. I mean, we've had all of these delays that have led up, and whether you call it a numbness, whether you call it just getting used to, or maybe it's a delay habit, we are really started to embrace these things. And why? Well, because right now in a situation where something would have been launched in April, they may have done something both in theaters and in streaming, but we're just not in a situation where we feel that we can all enjoy all the great things that come with a James Bond movie. And I know, at the risk of sounding like my own cliche, we've talked about this before. We've talked about the events. We've talked around the surround sound of the marketing and merchandising and the engine. We've talked about the theater experience being that echelon of the James Bond experience. But in this situation, we wouldn't be having that. So a delay was not only imminent, it was expected. The question is it appreciated? What? What is that word, David? What do you mean appreciated? Nobody wants a delay. Nobody likes a delay unless it affords us to do other things. So what I believe is going on here, if I was to put on my assumptive cap, and that's what we do here, all right? I don't have any insider information. This is just reading the tea leaves, listening, reading, is they're really trying to create a runway for us to get back to maybe not full normalcy, but some semblance of normalcy for us to enjoy all of the trappings, all of the tropes that go with a Bond movie. They also have to look at it from a commercial standpoint, financial. There are certain markets that are closed. There are certain markets that are limited. Nobody, I believe, is just wide-eyed open with any of the theater going experience. Plus, as far as measuring if this whole in theater, not in theater at the same time works, it's hard to tell. You had Wonder Woman 84, but number one, who knows what that looks like? The numbers are a little bit hard and probably purposely to understand. Did HBO Max go up in subscriptions? Did cancellations right after the movie become very prominent? We don't know. And can you really put Wonder Woman 84, which I saw, at the same level as Bond? I don't think so. And I like the first Wonder Woman. So this isn't about that. This is about the fact that we've got to wait a little bit longer. Now, I've gotten quite good at these delay videos. I know what I'm supposed to say, and then I do a little rah-rah thing, and then I say, hey, you know what we can do? We can do more events and more online things. But honestly, I don't need to say any of that. I don't need to say we're going to do the hashtag Bond25 Fitness Challenge. I don't need to say we're going to do the Fleming Reading Challenge, or we're going to do more celebrity events and more fan events, because we're doing it anyway. Like, we're on a roll. Has nothing to do with the movie. Has nothing to do with biding time in between movie. All these things that we learn to do amongst these delays, because of these delays, have become habit in the Bond community. They helped to form the Bond community. They've actually created relationships and friendships. So nothing needs to be said on that at all. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I don't need to say it. What I am going to say is this. We've got more time. The question is, how are you going to use it? I've just continued. I mean, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be creating content because it allows me to pull away from thinking about what is happening in the movie and what am I missing and what is the plot all about, and really concentrate on the different aspects of Bond fandom and the franchise that I've kind of forgotten. I've re-explored movies. I've debated and argued about movies that I thought I disliked, that I've grown to like more over time. I've appreciated more about the making of, the stunts, things that I didn't even concentrate on, the books, all these different little, what I call dark hidden corners of my Bond fandom have been reawoken, and some have been started for the very first time. And all along, we keep accumulating people, just keep accumulating people. So the whole idea of this starting to waver and dissipate because we don't have this movie, it's erroneous. I would argue that point. So we have our delay. We have, about kind of, the timing of this. Now we can just hope. We can hope that when we do see this movie, it's in the perfect situation. Maybe not the original situation that we all once had, but a situation where we can truly enjoy it to a highest level. That's my hope, that's my wish, and that's my reaction to this. Now, I will end on one other note. There's been a question about how are they going to keep this from a marketing engine still alive? Why don't they just throw it up on streaming? I think that the word of Bond in the foundational Bond community has kept pretty strong. There have been some people that said, I'm done with the movie, but as soon as an image comes out, as soon as some offering comes out or some piece of new content, suddenly everybody's reawoken again. Reawakened, David. Come on, get your act together. But the reality is that that's us, because Bond is something that may go dormant, but can wake up very easily with just a little bit of prodding. So we'll have to see what we see. In the meantime, check out for more stuff coming from your favorite folks out there, and just things from all over the place, and keep the discussions coming, keep the comments coming. It's a delay. We all expected this. There's no surprise. There's a lot bigger surprises in life than this. Put a smile on your face and let's continue on. And this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience, and we'll see you all real soon. And I really need to work on my impressions. Note to self. It's my new activity. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to be up on the latest from the Bond Experience, just click on this subscribe and subscribe to our channel. You're going to get all the latest and greatest information, plus some exclusive content. And by the way, speaking of content, here's something especially for you, just because we know you. Talk to you soon.